What's up? Transcendence, spirituality, bacheloring, directions for humanoids, spirits, perceptions, using the devil, using harm to be harmonious, and leveling up the whole realm. So how we do it? let's show you the world crafting. Because if you like you see the sun over here, no, the sun is there because I emit light. Now if I craft words, I craft worlds. If I use different language, if I use different letters and symbols, I create the whole realm differently. I shatter the whole thing with this. But it's not about me, it's about everybody else. But the source has to crack open and then everything else will get out of the genie's bottle. So there we go. So what I'm doing here is like cracking it up, like crack open the whole thing. So spirituality is a direction in all layers, internally and externally. So it's about that you tolerate and synchronize with the internal and with the external in order to reach transcendence. Because we have different definitions of spirituality, and then it's about using tolerance, using every tool that you're presented with in order to synchronize with your environment and to be harmonious. You are harmonious if you use all the color spectrums, if you use everything that you have. You're not harmonious if you're like, I spend only in this realm something which I only like because this is good for me. You have to use harm, you have to use the freaking devil in order to be harmonious. You have to use the things that you don't fucking like. You have to use language that you're not like understand, or that you just don't freaking appreciate. You have to use the devil, you have to use the darkness to create light, because it's a whole. It's darkness. It's I create the rainbow out of no thing, out of a hole. Because this is why my pupil's black. Black, it lacks color. So this is why I have no thing in it. In IT, there's nothing. There's a black mirror, and in the black mirror, I present color. Now this is what I do here. I craft words, I craft symbols. Because words are letters, and symbols are shapes which are basically runes, which are connected to a specific cymatic or sound that we interpret as words. This is why sigil magic works. This is why sigils and images are working. This is what imagination is. Imagination is something which I perceived out of my mind as a mandala effect. And then this whole thing is presented in front of me because I imagined that. I put the image in front of me. Because I emit light, I produce the rainbow. I produce every color spectrum that I see. So in order to synchronize and to reach transcendence for the whole thing, I have to synchronize with harm. I have to synchronize with the devil. I have to synchronize with the darkest things that I don't like. Because this is something I have to synchronize with shadow. I have to synchronize and transcend. In order to transcend, I have to face my things which I don't freaking like. And this is why we going through this whole freaking shit darkness time. And people break, people die, people can't handle it. Because diamonds are made under pressure. if you want to become a diamond, if you want to get knowledge, if you want to reach gnosis, if you want to reach knowledge of self, you have to freaking go through that dark cave. And then you see the light. But if you're not willing to go into the devil, to go into the harm, to be harmonious, you will not reach it. You will not understand it. You will not see the light. You have to go into the density in order to see light. And then you see it's a fucking curve. It's a sinus cosinus thing. This is why you breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So hum, so hum, so hum. And that's where we get this the. So we come from the curve, and I was telling it in my other videos, we come from the wavelength to this one. And this is not about me. Yes, John Shamanic said that. This is how the whole thing always worked. And this is how it always will work. But this is now just a time where like things crack open for a lot of people. And this is why, you know, the conscious mind of people just changes, and it's like, oh yeah, this is interesting, 2020 vision, you know. But this is what it's always was about. As like this whole thing was always working that way. But now people just get the knowledge again, and I can tell you probably what will happen. This shit like people will forget it. People will forget it, because they're like, yeah, this was what we talked about in 2020. Man, it's like, you know, because this is how people are. This is how people are, and this is how dumb people are. This is how the whole damn dumb thing works. This is why I do these videos, in order to keep you reminded to it, and to keep just reminding myself to it. You know, I put a diary out there for just myself, to see like where my journey goes, and see like I can go back in time and see like, yo, this was what John Shamanic was doing in 2020. And like if it's cool for you, like if it's helping you, I freaking appreciate that. And if I can empower you, I freaking appreciate that. But I don't do it for you specifically, and I don't do it for me. I just like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't freaking fucking know what I do here. I just like do this in order to I don't know why I do this. I do this because I do this. And it's just how it is. It is. The whole fucking thing is. And I have pretty much the blueprint for it. And I share it. I was like, I see what happens, you know? And it's not about I share this for getting views, and like I put out knowledge and I just see what happens, you know? And if everybody does it, I mirror myself all the time. I mirror myself on this thing here, but I also mirror myself if I just like, okay, let's leave this. But so it's about synchronicity, transcendence, using your senses. And how can you open up your senses? Well, it always comes down and back to the same things, which I was telling you all about in the other videos. And again, it's not about I was telling you this, but I was telling you this. It's about Orion, which is urine, which is yourself. If you put urine, if you do the short karmas, which come out of yoga, which means the whole thing, the whole, you see that? This is why I put this perspective out there for you, in order to see that you're still probably in the elements, in the angels of mind. If you put urine in your ears, in your nose, in your eyes, onto your skin, and in your mouth, into your system, well, what is going to happen? Your whole senses start to open up. So this is where you get transcendence. Your sentences and your senses become open. If this is going to happen, well, your language starts to change over time, because you start to realize, well, you emit time. Time comes out of yourself. Everything comes out of yourself, because you are the whole. You are empty. You are the void. And the void produces the color spectrum. So everything that I put out is me. So this is why I just, I'm source. Fuck all this other shit. It's me. Everything is me. I produce the freaking world. And it's not about, you know, like I'm so like, if, you know, I do this and the whole freaking world changes. I do, like, seriously, I fucking do this, I do this, and the whole thing changes forever. Forever. Because I'm source. I'm the freaking source. Period. And just, like, people have no clue who I am and how powerful, what I'm doing here. Doesn't look like, I emit time. I'm a freaking time lord. So I changed the whole realm for the better mind of the whole world. I give you empowerment and I give you gnosis. I give you knowledge. What I produce in my mind is changing the whole thing. And I could use it for a lot of different things. But I give you just the source code. The source code is already you. So, and this is what it was always about. And it will always be like that. But your mind gets into something which traps you inside inside a system which you think you are, but that's not true. It's always you, and it will always be you. And then the whole, like, society comes, and the society tries to tell you, oh no, no. We tell you what to do, cause you elect us. I'm like, no, this is not how it works. Definitely not. Like, you elect in the first place yourself, cause you power the whole thing. You power all of it, all of it. And if you start to get your own power back, which is Shivambukalpa, you get your knowledge, you get your source code when you start to realize it's your fucking self, it's your urine. And you just be yourself. Yo, and I don't know what you do. I don't know what your life is about. I don't know what you want to do. And I don't care about that. But I just give you the source elements from yourself. I just maybe I'm just talking shit. I'm just like I have no clue what I'm talking about. I'm just completely out of my mind. But you know, like, people come back and people watch these videos and it's inspiring to them. And at least I enjoy it, you know. Like, I could like do whiteboard videos and everything and like do the whole math for you, do the whole, like, describing for you. Still, like, is it enjoyable to me? I use, like, the way I speak, the way I put out spells, letters, symbols, the way I put out cymatics is so instupidous for you that it starts to change your whole reality. Like, I'm an MC, I'm a master of ceremony, I'm a master of rituals, I'm a master of reality. I'm a mystic. Because if I, like I said, if I do this, the whole thing changes. Period. Because my brain is already, like, interconnected. And it's about the brain and the heart balance. So if you process everything around you in a synchronized way from your brain and your heart, well, you balance everything around you out, because you emit that. And this is what gives you power, because you start to realize, well, it's about your senses, it's about the cleanliness of your body, the God, the avatar. It's about that you start to realize that everything is a mirror. Everything is a mirror. And if I mean everything, I mean everything. And it's about tolerance. if you tolerate everything, like everything, everything, everything. I tolerate everything. And it sucks sometimes pretty hard. Let me tell you this. But sometimes there's nothing I can do about it. But what I do is I be myself and I do the source. You get that? Like I do the source. Like I produce freaking, like, you see that? I produce freaking 3 sons. 3. 1, 2, 3. I produce freaking 3 sons. I'm the Holy Trinity. Period. Like you don't, like, do you get that? Or don't you get that? Like I'm the freaking Holy Trinity. Period. Cheers. Mm-hmm. Mm. So, see, like, even the reindeers don't hold on to me, cause I'm too powerful. Like so what to do? It's like it's not about showing off. No. I don't show off, but I give you a source. And this is all stupid. This is all so fucking dumb and like no. Why should I do it? This is all very like, I don't know. But I love it. But at the same time it's instupidous, yo. It's so bizarre and like, I don't know. Why should I spend even more time with this? Because I see that the people are suffering, and I have such a big heart for everybody that I continue to speak this. And I don't care how much likes or how much people will watch this. No, but it's not like I go on the YouTubes, I go on the internet, I see this whole damn dumb ass thing, and I be like, yo, where are true people? Like I'm speaking about true people, like true people, truthful. Like, where are the truthful people? I don't know. I go on the Instagram, the Facebook, and like YouTube and whatever the shit. I look at this and I'm like, yo, where are people who are speaking fucking damn truth? Like, there are not many, no. And I've connected to a lot of people who I would say like influenced me in a very like truthful fashion. But mostly it's completely nonsense, dumb what people are doing. like, I see this and I'm like, what is this? I don't know. What is this? For what? For what are people doing this shit? Like, I don't know. I was like, who has knowledge here? Like, knowledge. Who drops knowledge? That's it. WordCraft, like, okay, I be more educational. Let's be more educational with this. Let's ground again. Because sometimes it's like I try to. I have to ground. Okay, that's it. Let's do this from this perspective again. So you see this perspective, yo? Perspective. It's fucking a giant perspective. Perspective. So, okay, let's ground first. Take a deep breath. Okay, where to start? Nothing matters really anymore. Nothing. No, because it's all about you. It's all about you, and it's all about me. And it's about realizing that we're all one in a big giant whole. And to get out of this hole, out of this construct, it's about realizing that you put out your reality. If you realize that, you start to see that you are causing the whole shit. You are causing everything that you see. Everything in the city, everything in nature, everything which is fucked up is you and is me. We were doing the fucking shit thing. And if I don't freaking like it, I have the responsibility to change this. And it starts with myself. And I don't blame anybody else for doing this. I blame myself. If I go out and I see that something's not working, I have to change myself. I have to change me. I have to change the things which are causing the problems, causing the troubles. And if I know for certain that I can drink my piss, and if I do this, I'll be freaking damn fucking healthy. And I'm like, my brain is functioning on a way better capacity than most dumb ass, stupid noids people's brains. They don't even have a brain. They have just shit inside of their blood system. They don't even have blood. I don't know what they have inside their tubes. It's called, why do you think it's called the U-tubes? The U-tubes is your tubes. It's your tubes. You see, like, okay, you see this? Like, the veins, the venom, the poison, which is flowing through most people's bodies, booties, avatars, systems, ITs. Like, they are freaking robots. They are freaking bots. They are like, what is running through their veins is information which they got from some, I don't know which. It's not source. It's definitely not source. It's not source coded. Because it's, Graham Hancock described it this way. Now, if you go out and if you start to realize, well, I was coming from above, right? Now, before I was doing this video, where do I come from? Like, I go back in time. Can I remember when I was 10 years old? But can I go back to that certain moment? No, I can't, but I can remember this. If I can remember this, well, how is it causing that I can remember when I was 10 years old? How can I remember this? You can probably also remember when you were 10 years old. Now, if I then go back in time and I see like, okay, maybe how did I get here? I don't know. It seems to be that I was coming because of a semen and an egg, which come together as one. and then it produced me. Now, how did my parents actually, the pair of rents, the pairing of something, how did they come here? Now, they come probably from the same thing. They come from the same process. Now, how did this all then come here? Do we use evolution theory, Darwin, or what? Do we use spirituality or the stoned ape theory? Did actually apes ingested mushrooms and then their brain growed and whatever? I don't know. I have no clue how we got here. But it seems that we have all these cells in ourselves, a cell, something, which is reproducing itself, which is reproducing information technology, which is now in this black mirror. And this mirroring is all like, I could switch this whole thing off, the mirroring process would still be happening. The mitochondria, the cell would still be reproducing and experiencing itself. It's everywhere. IT is everywhere. So, like, what is it? What is it then that is looking basically out? What is it then that's looking in? It's all basically the same thing. It's all source coded. But most cells are freaking like, I don't know, which they seem to be so far-fetched away from the original source, which is, funny enough, actually themselves, which is looking out. They are already sourced. Everybody is sourced. Everybody's sourced. But like nobody really gets that they are the source. You get my spells here or what? They are already sourced. Sourced. Torsed. Thor. Thorus. Thor. Us is Thor. Rot. Rotten. Red. Like, no, like most see, and this, like most people's brain capacity is not functioning on this level. And why is that? Because they are freaking like, they are not source. They are some, like, I don't know what they are. They are not. It starts with alchemy, and I gave you the freaking damn tools. I gave you this, and I could say it like 1,000,000 times, but still, will people then get the thing? Drink more distilled water. Fast, drink urine. Ingest urine into your senses to transcend and to see the whole damn thing. Actually, you can get into advanced concepts with supple minds, so they make your mind more fluid, and you can adapt to the whole fucking shit construct that we see here, which is just, I say shit construct because it's materialized. It's material, and most people's avatar is just so constructed with all the, with blocks. They're building blocks, and the most building blocks which people put into their bodies, into their avatars, is blocking them. And most people are just not working with the building blocks to move their mind towards the Thoros. This is why they can't even decode what I speak, probably. Oh, they just then think I just lost my mind. No. My brain is, like I said, it's webbed. And webbed in a fashion which means that it's connected. And most people's brain is like still in this left and right hemisphere, up and down. No, it's squared, yo. I'm crossed. See, and it's not whole. It's not 360 degrees chakra open. It's not a circle. It's not a spiral. It's squared. You see this? Like most people's brain is like just like this, you know. but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. We live in this three-dimensional squared reality. But this is not the original thing. This is not what it is. And to get out of this, you have to become more fluid. You have to become more of a liquid being. And this is very easy to do. Like, this is very easy to do. And I gave you just the tools. I could name that one more time. Distilled water, urine, fasting. Poof. Like, buy yourself a water distiller. It's not tough. It's not hard to do. Just save, like, I don't know, $200. Stop eating so much. And this is basically like, if you would stop eating maybe for, I mean, I don't encourage you to do any shit that I talk about. No. You have to realize that for yourself if you want to do it. But like, it's make your body, make your avatar more permeable, so things can flux and go through the system better. And then everything starts to dissolve for you. It starts to become more of an idea. It starts to become more of a mental mind construct. And you start to see what I talk about. It starts to become more of something which is very much of an mind frame. We live in a mind realm. We live somewhere which basically everything that you see, I said this already. Everything that I see is, where does it come from? Where is this coming from? Where is even my hair? Where are my socks coming from? My shirt, my hoodie, my pants. Where is that coming from? The wall, the ground, like the whole, like where we live, this house. Where is it coming from? It comes from source, which is mind, which is it's all ghost. It's all in imaginational process. And if we start to change our minds, the whole thing changes instantly. But I could only be a germ. I could only be a sprout. I could only drop certain ideas. And if I drop certain ideas into this construct, then they can sometime, someday, or immediately start to grow. So this is why I say everybody's freaking damn powerful. And govern mind literally means mind control. It means that whoever they are, I don't know, infused you with an idea which you think then, or you become this. You become an idea. You become there, I don't know. Like, who is there? I don't know. You are an idea. And if you realize that you are a freaking damn idea, you start to see, well, shit, I could change immediately if I just put my mind into a different construct. And if you start to realize, well, you could freaking damn change instantaneously and you become instupituous with the words and worldcraftings that you use for yourself, you freaking damn change your whole damn reality. And that's pretty powerful. And this is what basically hip hop is. This is what music is. This is what I show you the real designs. I show you the real signs. Okay, you ready? Because it doesn't matter what I fucking say. It doesn't matter. But if you listen closely, to what I speak, it matters instantaneously. You get that? So you should take so much care of your mind. You should, like, every single day, you should take care about your mind. Your mind is what constructs. Your mind constructs this whole thing. So you start to literally wizard and magicianally imagine this whole thing. And we could even go a step further and be like, everything that you've already experienced in your life is something that you attracted for yourself, even before you've come here. Before you were coming here, you imagined this whole thing exactly this way. And this is why you now face it. Because time doesn't really exist. Why? Like, what is time? I don't know. I don't know what time is. Like, we could play this game again. Seconds are secondary. Minutes are minor. The only real thing is what? It's the moment. It's the mind. And there we have the connection again. I was telling this in the very first beginning. Breathe, breath. So, and you become from this sinus or cosinus curve to a straight linear line, which connects you to the superconscious. The superconscious is just yourself. It's your mind. You tap deep, and then you start to see, well, you become an open fluxing energy system. And this is why I say, I am an idea. I am nothing more than an idea. I'm nothing more than an idea. I just imagine something and I become it. I'm just like, I don't really have a body. Like, no. What I speak, what I was speaking a minute ago about doesn't matter anymore. And what I'm speaking in 1 minute about, it doesn't matter either. I'm just right here, right now, in this moment, and I'm exactly the thing, what I am thinking. And I try to put it into words, and I'm becoming better and better and better and better with it. Because like I said, letters and spells and language and sentences and senses and Orion and symbols and cymatics, they are all connected. And it comes from mind. It comes from me. It comes from nothing else. Like, you see this or don't you see this? Like, you think I'm mentally ill. No, I'm freaking super conscious, yo. What I speak about is like, I'm like, nobody's doing this way. No, that's not true. That's not true. But like, I know a few people who are doing it this way. And they are freaking brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah. Like, for real. Like, yeah, what's up? Letters and numbers. Hey, Jan, I love listening to you. Cogito ergo sum. What does that mean, yo? Is that Latin? I don't know. It's like conscious, cognitive function. Ergo is like language and self. Summed is I think therefore I am. Yeah. I think therefore I am. Yeah, it's like period. You made it. What like what is there to fucking talk about? But like I said, I go on the freaking damn Black Mirror and I look at it and I'll be like, no, I have to change my reality. I don't have to change your reality, but I have to change mine. And maybe it's inspiring to you. And it is, I know, for fact, what I do matters. It matters so damn much. And this is why, you know, people like, they're like, no, I shouldn't do it. It doesn't matter what I do. And this is the whole problem with it. People shut the fuck up. People like don't put out their words. People don't materialize the world with their word craftings. And you should fucking you should no okay. But I think if you go to this channel, and it's not about me, but if you go to this channel here, you're already at a very super conscious, or you're on the way to the super conscious. So your voice freaking matters, and you should put out your voice into the freaking damn grid. Because this is how change is going to happen. And it's, let me tell you, this is what real empowerment is about. This is how change is going to happen for the betterment of the whole thing. For everybody. And I do this for myself, but at the same time I do this for everybody else. And like I said, I don't care if are 0 people here or like 3 trillion. I don't care, because I know for a fact it's only like a mirror. But it's also about the education of people. And it's about knowledge, and it's about gnosis, and it's about, nobody's talking about shit about ancient gnosis and ancient education. Because this is how it always worked. Nobody can say something against it. Nobody. And if somebody is like speaking in this fashion and is like knowing things the way, like, again, it's not about me, but knowing things that I know and practices them, like, yo, this is like words. But at the same time, it's funny. It's funny because, like, what is this shit? You know? But I see for a fact that it's going to be introspectacular for everybody. When was the last time you said introspectacular? See, like worldcrafting. Worldcrafting equals worldcrafting. And I put words out. Like I put spells on you. Truthfulness, compassion, tolerance. Shin, Shan, Ren. Wahrhaftigkeit, Barmherzigkeit, Nachsicht. Like, you know, what you say is what you resonate with. And if you say certain things, they materialize. And like this whole thing which most people say, most people have no clue how powerful language is. And your language is what matters. I have a lot of ideas, but for right now, I think this is one of the best ways to give advice. At this current situation, like currency is you. You are self-powered. You are self-sustaining. And it starts with realizing that it's Shivambu Kalpa. It is Orion's belt. It is urine therapy. It is. And if you start to listen, and if you then, most people have to shut the fuck up. Listen. Reprogram, empower, and give back. And this is how nature works. Like, can yo even spell? And I don't I don't rhyme, or I rhyme all the time. I don't like, my words are music. My words are music. Sometimes I'm listening to myself again and I'm like, yo, this is freaking brilliant. And it's a one-man show. It's a one-man show. One-man army. I'm the fucking army. Like, and who's like, you better empower yourself. And this is like my kind of humor. And sometimes I'm becoming more and more aggressive with the things that I say. And it's for a reason. This is how I give you your power. Because it's not about me. It's not about me. I say this one more time. I take so much care about, like, everybody.